Alright, ladies and gentlemen, well, guess what? I splurged, and I bought the TLC pay-per-view anyway. Survivor can wait. That'll be on demand. This is something that I had to experience. The Shield's very first win of history, but I'll get into that later. What I'm going to do here is play some King of the Ring action. We're just going to do new. We're going to do Superstars random. Let's see, match type, singles, random. Oh, on. Perfect. Okay. Whoever it is, they're in. We're starting the tournament. Jinder Mahal versus Sin Cara gets the very first match of this. I want Jinder Mahal to win. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna be very blunt about this. When I'm right, you know? Except for the Divas, I didn't just... And three-man band, of course they were, you know, gonna lose. But Divas and three-man band aside, I was correct. Alright, let's just go straight down the list. First, we had the United States Championship match with Antonio Cesaro. I was right. Pretty much a pretty easy match, pretty easy to decide. And Antonio Cesaro won. Then you have the Kofi Kingston match with Wade Barrett. And that one, you know, my podcast, they thought Wade Barrett was going to win. I figured that WWE wants to drag that feud out for the Rumble. They need matches for the Rumble. And Shield's not going to have another match. They're going to be in the Rumble, and they're going to cause chaos like Nexus and Core did. So I expect them to have another match at Royal Rumble, maybe a win at main event or something for Wade Barrett, and then he has to defend against Kofi Kingston at Royal Rumble, something like that. So Kofi Kingston wins the match tonight, which I thought was exactly what needed to happen. And then we had, and now this match, okay, we had Sin Cara, Rey Mysterio taking on Team Rhodes Scholars. This one I was a bit nervous for, but then, you know, logically, it just makes sense that Team Rhodes Scholars wins. They're the heels, you know, Team Hell No are the faces. Logistically, heels need to win. Also, Rey Mysterio and Sin Cara haven't been on TV in quite a while, and Rhodes Scholars have, and they've done well while on TV. So, you know what? I'm 3 for 3 so far. Forget Ginger King. I'm a Ginger God at this point, because I really didn't expect to get all of my predictions right. Oh, spoilers. Anyway, moving right along, let's go into the World Heavyweight Championship match. Big Show versus Sheamus. Good God, was this match quite boring. After the match before it, which was Team Hell No and Ryback taking on the Shield, so it had a lot to overcome. But I got it right. I got it right again. And Big Show wins. How did he win? With a giant freaking chair. It was a monstrosity. The ladder made sense. The big-ass chair looked absolutely ridiculous. There's got to be a store somewhere where there's just oversized objects. An oversized Pepsi can would be amazing. An oversized laptop for the Giant would be great. It's just great seeing Big Show win with a giant chair. That was very innovative, very cool, and made that match at least semi-entertaining. The match before it now, well, I'll save that one to the end because that was the best one. Let's go with, and again, I did say that Antonio Cesaro would steal the show. No, he didn't. It was a very quick match, but pretty much a squash match. So let me go into these before we get to the bigger matches of the night. Let me get into the stuff I didn't cover, the Divas and then the Miz TV segment. The Divas, the whatever, the Santa's Little Helpers match for the pre-show. Tamina goes out, and now it's between Naomi and, who was it? Naomi and Caitlyn, right? So, of course, you would think Caitlyn wins, but Eve was out on commentary and wanted to, you know, put the fix in on Caitlyn, so she takes a punch to Caitlyn. Naomi takes out Caitlyn. Naomi gets a pay-per-view match. Naomi, do you know who she is? Ladies and gentlemen, that chick. The chick who brings in Brodus Clay. How in the blue hell does she get a title match? Well, that's why she was easily squashed later in the night by Eve, getting the photo shoot finish. And, you know, easy retain by Eve there. Also, a very pleasant surprise. Now, I'm not a fan of Face Miz right now. I don't think he's doing that great. He's being extremely annoying with his attempt at jokes. Maybe it was, again, I'm probably being biased. Maybe it was because he made those jokes against Team Road Scholars. But I must say, he is being annoying. So when I saw Miz TV at the TLC pay-per-view, I was quite upset. I did not want that. However, it actually wasn't all that bad, because who should come out but three-man band, and they had an interview, and that was actually okay. It was fine. I was like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm kind of halfsies on the three-man band thing. You know, I don't care which way or the other. But then they go to the Spanish announce table, and they start being racist. They start, and it was a funny type of racist, not violent racist, just a typical, in America we speak American and not English. They didn't say English, they said in America we speak American. It was great, especially because Jinder Mahal was like, America's the best, and English is awesome, and he speaks Hindu, or whatever it was, Jihad, I don't know what it was, Indian, yeah, so maybe now I'm being racist, jeez. And then Drew McIntyre is Scottish, so I don't know what's going on here, clearly. It seemed very strange. And then you get, let's see, you get Ricardo coming out, saving the Spanish announce table team, the people who are the Spanish announcers, I guess, the Spanish announcers. They were trying to speak, and Ricardo comes out. You get a good Ricardo chant at the TLC pay-per-view, and Ricardo comes out and says, oh, come on, don't bully them. And then the three-man band, they start to bully Ricardo. Of course, you get Ricardo out for the, Ricardo on the brain. You get Del Rio out for the save, and that was amazing, because you might get a Del Rio turn here. Maybe a mini turn, kind of a, I don't know, if he's going against three-man band, of course he's a good guy, right? I don't know. So Del Rio may be turning here with Ricardo. That'd be amazing, because people love Ricardo. I love Ricardo. If you don't love Ricardo, leave. And then you get Miz, Del Rio, and a mystery partner later tonight against three-man band, and we'll see who wins that. And that match did come up, and their mystery partner, wow, I was so nervous that it was going to be Zack Ryder. I did not want it to be Zack Ryder, anyone but Zack Ryder. Turned out to be the Brooklyn Brawler. Unbelievable. Okay, so the Brooklyn Brawler comes out. They have their match. Finishes with the Brooklyn Boston Crab. So I guess just the Brooklyn Crab. And Brooklyn Brawler, Del Rio, and The Miz get the win over the three-man band. Which is unfortunate for the three-man band. I do like them. But Ricardo always wins over someone like that. Now let's get into the real meat of this pay-per-view. The final two matches. Okay, I don't know which one to do first. They were both so amazing. One was a good match. Another one was a very good storytelling. Hell, let's go with John Cena's first. Alright, so John Cena versus Ziggler. Very good match. Cena gets a cut above his eye very early on. I missed it, in fact, because I didn't think anything would happen that soon. I was on the Facebook. So Cena, of course, gets... Let's see, we're just going to go straight to the next match, because we have ran out of time. We're just going to go to the next match here. Cena gets cut open pretty bad early. His eye looks terrible. There's a spot where he's in the sleeper, climbing the ladder, and then he passes out. Triple H versus Santino. We're going Triple H. He passes out. Both men go through the table. There's quite some blood in this match. I think Ziggler gets a small cut on his leg. Looks bad at first, but then it clears up pretty quickly. Another big spot of this match was a Cena Hurricane Rana. Hurricane Cena? What would you call this attempt at a maneuver? The Hurricane Cena, I guess? That makes the most sense. John Cena hitting a Hurricane Rana onto Dolph Ziggler, throwing him through the table. Really, really good. Cena pegs Ziggler with the steel steps. Also looks very, very good. This match was very good selling. Not as many high spots as I expected, but those came in another match, and we'll talk about that in a second. End of the match here. Ziggler gets FU'd out of the ring. Now Cena's going for the champion, or for, well, I guess for the briefcase. So he goes up, starts climbing. Vicky out, about to hit him with a chair or something like that. And then AJ comes out, hits the 5 moves of doom. Well, the 4 moves of doom. She doesn't quite get the FU. She attempts the 4 moves of doom on Vicky Guerrero. Vicky Guerrero's out of the way. AJ starts skipping. Cena starts climbing. Cena's at the top, at the fulcrum of the ladder. And AJ tips him over onto the ropes. He lands on the ropes, turns around into a super kick from Dolph Ziggler. It looked pretty good. It was very well timed. And Dolph Ziggler winning back his briefcase, all thanks to AJ. It was very, very well done. And so is this an AJ heel turn or an AJ versus Cena turn? Because she could still be, she's just crazy right now. She's crazy. It means she could be good or bad at any time. See Daniel Bryan and Kane. They used to be heels, now they're faces. You know, they can turn at any time. So that was very interesting as well. Now let's get into the best match of the night. The match of the night award winner goes to The Shield versus Ryback, Team Hell No, and wow, so many spots. I don't even think I could possibly remember them. So it starts out basically, and it's brawl mentality, kind of like the end of Raw, of course. Eventually, Shield kind of takes out Daniel Bryan, and then they gain up on Kane. So throughout this whole match, Shield kind of gains up, and they really play it up as if Shield is isolating the other two with one Roman Reigns, and then the other two, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, taking out Daniel Bryan, Ryback, Kane, you know, whoever they can get their hands on. They end up putting a table up on the top ropes as a standing position type thing. So 2 men do a superplex to Daniel Bryan. Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins superplexing Daniel Bryan off the top rope. It looked amazing. It looked very good, and I'm surprised it happened. They tried to do the same thing to Kane. Kane reversed, and he hit a flying clothesline off the table onto Dean Ambrose. Looked very, very good. You had Ryback double suplexing Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins onto a ladder, and then you get the Dean Ambrose face of the year. It was like 20 seconds of his face just contorting. It was hilarious. He's very eccentric. He's very, you know, when he gets hurt, he's like he's a good seller, but it's almost comical the way he does it. So you're gonna probably see highlights of that or pictures even on the .com. So that was very good. Of course, exactly as I predicted, the Shield triple power bomb Ryback into the announcer's table, so that goes away. That table is gone. Let's see the other spots. Oh man, there were so many. Eventually, it bubbles down to Kane getting he goes through the barricade by the ring bell guy. He goes through that barricade, and then Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins bury him, so he's out of the match. You get Seth Rollins. If you watched NXT, Seth Rollins did basically a curb stomp, which is where it's almost like Booker T's kick, his scissors kick, except he just stomps on the back of their head instead of actually doing a kick. He stomps on the back of their head. So they did that to a chair, and that got rid of Daniel Bryan. Oh, yeah, I didn't say this. Kane did at one point chokeslam Dean Ambrose through a chair. Looked amazing. That's another spot that I loved. So many good spots in this match. So they take out Kane, they take out Daniel Bryan, and now you have Ryback coming back into the ring. So now pack mentality, they take him out. Ryback tries to come back, pack mentality, taking him out, and they start to go up the ramp. They go up the ramp with him, and very, very good. They just start tipping ladders, tipping chairs, throwing things at him. It looked very good the way they were fighting up the ramp. And then they get him onto a table, and they tell Seth Rollins to go up. And this could have been a 30-foot ladder, I think. I don't know how exactly tall it was, but it was pretty damn tall. And they have him go up, and then they go back to the ring to isolate Kane and Daniel Bryan to make sure no one comes and interrupts Seth Rollins. But Ryback gets up, climbs that 30-foot ladder, tosses Seth Rollins into a stack of 2x2 tables. In that nice stack, Undertaker went through a stack almost similar at a TLC, I think in 2008, I don't know. They tipped him into an Edge versus Undertaker TLC. They tipped him into those ladders, so Seth Rollins did kind of the same spot. but he didn't get a very good lift. He didn't jump as far as he needed to. He only went through the 2 ladders, the first two tables, bumped his head on the last 2 of them. So people were quite worried about Seth Rollins. Now we're getting to the end of this match here. You get Daniel Bryan in doing some, I think, no-lock action? No, that was when he got hit, right? Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns set up a table, and, you know, Roman Reigns is on the top rope. Dean Ambrose puts him in powerbomb position, and through a table, powerbomb through a table, the Shield win. And, wow, what a crazy match. My explanation of it gives it no justice. I wouldn't be surprised if the Shield comes in and starts attacking me for the injustice I just gave that match, because that match, good God, deserved a JR announce moment, you know. It was just so good. I'm absolutely happy with the $45 I spent watching this pay-per-view. It was very well worth it, and I was actually correct in all the matches that I predicted. If I would have predicted the Divas, I would have said no title change, especially if I knew it was against Naomi. If I knew about 3-man band versus a celebrity appearance by the Brooklyn Brawler, I would have said Miz, Del Rio, and the Brooklyn Brawler would win. So I would have gotten 8 for 8, but I think I got 6 for 6. Is that how many? I don't know. But there we go. Flawless record by the Ginger King for the TLC pay-per-view. That's why I'm the king, ladies and gentlemen. And they booked it really well. They booked the 3-on-3 match perfectly. It was very well done. The whole thing is well done, and it's really setting something up very well for tomorrow on the Slammies edition of Raw. So stay tuned for the Slammies edition of Raw. I think I'm going to do this King of the Ring playthrough while I review the wrestling shows. So we got through 2 matches here, and I might review these Slammies tomorrow. I think I'll just do it for pay-per-views, but I might review the Slammies because I think a lot's going to happen with The Rock, 3-man band, Shield. A whole lot of things are going to be coming from this pay-per-view. So look forward to another video coming maybe tomorrow or the next day about the Slammies edition of Raw. And please watch that, because that's going to be amazing. And if you didn't watch this pay-per-view, at least go onto the .com, look at the pictures, because I'm sure they got amazing pictures. It was a very good show. Even Sheamus' Big Show was semi-entertaining. So, you know, again, thank you for watching this video. Go ahead, like, favorite, comment, subscribe. And Ginger King is flawless at guessing who's gonna win. So there we go.